Hi LEGO fans! Just when you thought the LEGO Batman movie merchandising machine had ground to a halt, LEGO release more Batman movie sets for summer 2017. Today we're going to unbox, speed build and review set number 70913, Scarecrow Fearful Face-off from the Batman movie. At $14.99, this is the cheapest of the 5 new sets. The other sets range from $50 through to a whopping $140 for the Ultimate Batmobile. As you might expect at the price point, this is a small set. We only have 141 pieces. We're getting 2 minifigures, including the obligatory Batman to add to the collection. But we also get this nice looking helicopter here for the Scarecrow to ride, and another random piece of machinery from the Gotham energy plant. Flipping over to the back of the box, we get a better idea of the interactive elements of the set. And it looks like we've got a couple of features. Firstly, we have this stud firing gun on the side of the helicopter, and it looks like it can shoot out these little bombs containing fear gas. And secondly, this piece of machinery here has a mechanism in it so that we can launch the fear gas into the sky. Cool, so let's open up this box and see what we've got inside. As is often the case with these lower end sets, we've actually got a tab to tear open, so we don't need a knife to break into this set. And let's see what we've got. Okay, so there's the box. So we've got a base plate, 3 bags of Lego, a fairly thin instruction manual, and the dreaded sticker sheet. And not too many stickers on there. Looks like we've got some quite big stickers to apply to the tail of the helicopter. We're going to go ahead and build Scarecrow's Fearful Face-off. This is going to take us about 30 seconds in a speed build. And here's the completed build. Now, as you might expect with a set consisting of only 141 pieces, this didn't take too long to put together. In fact, it took us about 20 minutes. And it wasn't too complex to put together either. In fact, the worst thing about this set is these bombs on the side of the helicopter here, and those things keep falling off all the time. They're really annoying. But the redeeming feature is that for only a $15 set, we are getting 2 really cool minifigures. So let's get in there and take a closer look at each aspect of the build. First up, let's take a look at the Scarecrow minifigure. So this is not the first time we've had a Scarecrow in a LEGO Batman movie set. We also had him in Scarecrow's special delivery from the first wave of Batman movie sets. And as you can see here, he does share some similarities. We actually have the same pants piece from what I can see here, yes. And we have the same facial expression, so definitely not a unique print on the legs or on the face. But it is a very cool minifigure, and we've got some awesome printing on the front there. We have printing on the arms, we have printing on the back, and we have this very nice hat and hair combined headpiece. And this is a dual mold. We've got 2 different types of coloration of plastic in there, and that's a very nice printed piece as well. You can see we've got the patch on the top of the hairpiece there. And if we turn him around, you can see we've got 2 different expressions on the Scarecrow's face. So all in all, he's a great minifigure, and like me, I think many people will be buying this set just so they can get this awesome Scarecrow minifigure. This is a Scarecrow's helicopter, and from a distance, it looks like a very cool build. If I was going to display this on a shelf, I'd be very happy with it. The problems start when you want to actually play with this thing. Ignoring the unfeasibly small rotor blades that would never lift this thing off the ground, we actually have quite a few design limitations here. And bearing in mind this is a toy that kids are going to play with, it is actually a really flimsy build. Let's focus in firstly on this tail piece, which is just clips and bars, and then we've got this long piece here connected to the central rotor shaft. And as you can see here, you know, I'm not applying much pressure here, but this thing is all over the place. It's just not strong. The other limitation I see are these runners along the bottom, which again is a great design feature, having these brooms as the runners. but they're connected in such a flimsy way. As you can see, we've got these two clip pieces here, and these just fall off all of the time. The other thing which I was slightly disappointed about with the build was here at the front. So we've got the minifigure, we've got the Scarecrow sitting up front with the handles, and of course I want the Scarecrow to be able to hold the controls of the helicopter, but no matter how much I manipulate this, I cannot get this piece to sit in the hands of the minifigure. Even if I clip this on backwards, which would seem like it would fit the contours of the minifigure much better, it just doesn't work out. Okay, enough with the negativity. There are some really cool features about this helicopter as well. The first thing that I really like are these vent pieces on the front here. I've not seen those before. I doubt they are unique to the build, but these are certainly new to my collection and very welcome. The other thing that's really fun to play with are these fear gas bombs on the side. I really like the way they've used the orange kind of minifigure head element inside of the green bell jar, and these attach via a stud to these stud firing guns. Now, the slightly annoying thing is that they fall off all of the time, which is of course a recurring theme with this helicopter. And let's try and get that back on. No, it's not going to go back on. There we are. And the other thing, you know, these are very cool, but you've got to angle them just right so that they don't hit anything as they fire away from the helicopter. So we'll do that, and let's see if we can demonstrate this. So here we go, let's see how far these go. Okay, so obviously these are designed to fall away from the helicopter rather than shoot off into the air. With the big bell jar on there, as I hear the pieces falling to the ground. They don't fire very far, but I think that's a nice play feature. Also like the way the stickered part here makes this cylinder look like an engine, and altogether, you know, it's a flawed but nonetheless fun helicopter build. I've reviewed many sets from the LEGO Batman movie, and while it would be tempting to dismiss this as yet another Batman minifigure, after all, we've seen quite a few of these before. This one is bringing something different to the table, most notably this awesome wing piece. I'm going to unclip this and have a look in more detail. So this is the first time I've seen one of these wing elements, but it is actually dated. I don't know if you can see this on camera. Copyright LEGO Group 2011, so this may be something that they've used before, but we get this nice big plastic bat wing piece with the attachment here so you can put it over the minifigure's head, and then LEGO have added some additional elements to the back to make it a jet rocket Batman pack. I just think that's a cool element. It's definitely something we've not seen in the Batman movie sets to date, and really pleased with that. Turning our attention back to Batman himself, this is a slightly different minifigure to the minifigures we were getting in the first wave of sets. Most notably, we're missing the plastic yellow utility belt, and that's actually been replaced with a printed yellow utility belt. Also with this particular set we're not getting a cape, and obviously that's because Batman's wearing the wingsuit. And there, if we compare the back of the two minifigures, the one on the right being from the Wave 1 sets and the one on the left being from this latest set, you can see we've got this printed utility belt instead of the plastic utility belt. And we also have a slightly different grapple gun here. This one is not deployed, whereas the one we got previously actually had the rope on there, so the grapple had been deployed from the gun. And that is Batman. The final element of this build is a piece of equipment from the Gotham City energy plant, and this is similar theming to what we've seen in other play sets. For example, if I bring in this piece of equipment here, this is from the Joker's balloon escape set, and it's very, very similar. So let's push that to one side. So yeah, this doesn't really do very much, although you do notice we've got a little teeter-totter on the side here. So what we can do here is actually load in one of the Joker's fear bombs, and these just simply press into the area at the side here, and then we can launch the fear bomb. And I've not rehearsed this, so let's see how it goes. And yeah, quite dramatically, we can launch the fear bomb into the air. So that was set number 70913, Scarecrow Fearful Face-off, with 141 pieces from the LEGO Batman movie. Keeping in mind the $15 price tag, I still don't think this is LEGO's greatest moment, but I had to get this to get the Scarecrow minifig, and I'm really pleased with that minifigure, and I'm also really pleased with the wing element that came with the Batman minifigure. The helicopter does look pretty cool, but I'm going to keep it well out of the reach of children because it's just not up to serious play. Thanks for joining us for this unboxing, speed build and review video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. We put out 2 new videos a week, so keep checking back for more LEGO goodness. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next build video.